So, you think you're too poor to prep? I'm here to tell you you're not. Hi again, guys. This is Ohio Valley Prepping, and prepping could be overwhelming, especially if you're new. You watch videos and you see people, and they've got buckets of freeze-dried fruit in their garage stacked to the ceiling. They show you their bug-out bag. They got all the new, greatest, and best gear, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And that can be intimidating. You may think to yourself, I can't do that. I don't have the money to do that. So I guess I can't prep. And that's just not true. The truth of the matter is you have to prep for your budget. Grocery stores have sales on, maybe they have 10 for 10 cans of soup. That's a great thing. Stock up 10 cans of soup. Canned food lasts a lot longer than what the date on it says, as long as you store it properly. Bags of rice are cheap. Pick up a little something. Every time you go to the store, pick up a little something extra. Put it in your pantry. Say, you know what? I'm not eating that. That's for my preps. Okay? We have a pretty good stockpile. But we definitely didn't buy it all at once. Okay? As we've been prepping for years, and my wife is very good at finding deals. When they have sales on green beans, maybe cans of green beans, canned meat, things like that. And we slowly just build up. Now to the point to where we feel pretty comfortable. Okay, of course, you can never have enough. But we started out small, a little bit here, a little bit here. As far as items and things like that goes, equipment, dollar stores are great. They have paracord, they have flashlights, they have things that you can use. Now, it's not the best gear, but having some gear is a lot better than not having anything at all. Soon the weather's finally going to break in Ohio, and the yard sales are starting. Yard sales are outstanding places to find cheap gear. Because most people, when they have a yard sale, they're not trying to make money. They just want to get the clutter out of the house, okay? So you might find some really good items for $1 or $2, Flea markets, again, weather's going to break here in the Northeast pretty soon. The flea markets will be starting to open up, You would be surprised at the things that you can find at flea markets and yard sales. Also, local Goodwill, okay? Goodwill will have a lot of things, and if you look, you'll find a lot of things that you're like, wow, So you just have to build it up on your budget. Don't get discouraged. It is easy to do, okay? When you look in your pantry, when you're first starting out and you've got 10, 15, 20 cans of food, and you think, well, that ain't gonna last me very long. That's true, but it's a start. Just keep building, okay? Look for sales, look for deals, look at yard sales, look at Goodwills, and things like that. And believe it or not, sooner or later, you'll open that pantry and go, wow, we got a pretty good stockpile starting. And that's all it takes, Like I said, that's what we did. I'm a working stiff just like the rest of you guys. I put in my hours every week, I pay my bills, and hopefully there's a few bucks left at the end. So I'm right there with you, okay? It's just be persistent. Stay on it. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. Okay? If you have a few cans of extra food in your pantry, you're succeeding. Okay? You're doing it. Don't think you have to have the latest and greatest gear. Okay? And yeah, freeze-dried food is great. It's great. It's expensive. If you have the money, that's awesome. Buy as much as you want. But if you don't, then don't be looking at that as the first option. Now, if you save up some money, they have some pretty good deals sometimes, sales on freeze-dried food. Go ahead and order some, if you can. If you can't, don't think that you're still not succeeding in your prepping, okay? Because like I said, we got a video coming up pretty soon on a lot of things that you can buy at the store that lasts a long, long time if you store them properly and things like that, so keep an eye out for that. But just don't get discouraged, okay? Do what you can on your budget. This is Ohio Valley Prepping. I hope this was helpful. Hit the like and subscribe button. Keep a lookout for that video on foods that you can buy in the store and store for a long time. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.